Coach Haase.
So, Coach, that almost played out like two different games. Can you kind of talk about each of the different games, so to speak?
Sure. The first half, obviously, things went a little bit better and made some shots. I thought we weren't perfect, but we were competing, and for the most part, we had 11 assists and tried to make plays for our teammates, and were the aggressors. I got to the foul line quite a bit and played the way we wanted to play for the most part. In the second half, we didn't play. We weren't the hardest playing team, and I think that was the root of the troubles that we had. Offensively, I understand that when you miss a couple shots and the other team goes on a little bit of a run, you get a little bit tighter, you're not as confident shooting the ball or not as aggressive getting to the paint. Obviously, Arizona offense was not good. But my problem is on the defensive end, when things don't go well, that's when you dig in. You get fired up, you look for your leaders, you look for everybody to somehow, some way get a stop. And we never did, and it was many breakdowns. But guarding the basketball turned into a major deal, and then we would just foul. And fouling was a result of not guarding the basketball, and it's also just a easy way out. So I was really disappointed in our ability to guard the basketball, put them on the line too much, and really struggled. But having said that, we made enough plays right at the end to just hold them off.
And just in terms of the fouls, did you notice that the half was called any different than it was in the first, or was it just, like you said, resorting to fouls?
I don't think so. I think the officiating was fine. They did a nice job. They were more aggressive in the second half. They picked on certain guys to drive and get to the basket, and they were going in with the intent to get all the way there and get fouled. And we either need to be tough enough to step in and take a charge, otherwise slide our feet and not put our hands in there. So certainly some teachable moments that we'll work on.
And can you talk about Michael Humphrey's performance tonight?
I thought he was fantastic. In shoot-around today, I told him, I said, hey, I want to run the first play of the game for you today. I said, what do you want to run? And he said, Coach, why would you even say that? I said, well, we need to get you more shots. And he said, don't even think about it. He's like, I'm not worried at all about it. And which shows that's something a captain says. And a senior who has big aspirations and dreams, doesn't score in the first game, and it's genuine. It's not just talking to me. And so he played great today because he competed as hard as he possibly could, and things went his way.
Could you discuss your team's free throw night? I mean, especially the first half, 19 for 19, really winds up being the difference.
Sure. No, the first part of that is getting to the line was big. In the first half, we did a great job getting there, and throughout the game, we did a nice job getting there. But I would love to say that's coaching and that kind of thing, but the guys have done a nice job in the offseason and during the season getting their extra shots in. I think we've done a nice job as a staff making sure we're getting extra reps in. You take a guy like Reed going 9 of 10. I mean, you're bigs. You're starting 4 or 5 or 21 to 24, I believe, and that's a big time number.
So you see the ebbs and flows for Isaac to go 5 for 5 first game and 1 for 6 the second game from the 3-point line. How did you discuss that with him?
Well, I'll watch the tape first and get with him. I think what I'm going to see is the first 2 shots he shot were rushed. I would label them not good shots. One was in transition. I think the other one was under pressure. And it was kind of like, hey, I'm on a roll. Let's just fire it up there as opposed to get in the flow of the offense. And then after that, he got really good looks. But once you've missed a couple, and it changes the whole feel of the thing. So my conversation with him, especially early in the game, just making sure you're shooting the high quality shots. The nice part with him, I know for a fact it's not going to hurt his confidence, and he's going to go in there ready to step it up in 48 hours.
What did you see from Dejan coming back, and then also Oscar?
Oscar was really steady throughout the game. I think he's going to just get better and better and better. I think Dejan is going to be the same thing. It's never easy when you've been out for a few days, and his neck, I don't think it bothered him tremendously, but it's his first game, and being out there and early on, tried to over-penetrate a couple times and just getting the feel for the game and feel for everything. That takes a little bit of time. So that game is under his belt now, and I think we'll see progress moving forward.
Did you feel like it was kind of a fine line between making the extra pass in the first half versus maybe overpassing in the second half?
Yes, but the problem with the overpassing was there was no attack first. I love the idea of overpassing, but there was overpassing because there was no other option. We were catching it with our knees locked straight, and so nobody was penetrating, nobody was making aggressive plays. And so because that's like, well, of course the defense is guarding you, so you just move it to the next guy. So certainly that was an issue, and in our zone offense was the main culprit. We need to improve that.
Do you have news on Casey yet?
Yeah, with KZ, I mean, I've talked to him a little bit more, and he and I agreed. We're just, I mean, the statement's a statement, so I'm kind of done talking with KZ, talking about KZ, other than he's an awesome guy.
All right.
Any other questions?
Good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.